Hey guys, Pierluigi here, and in this video we're going to create this UI from scratch. Now we're going to use an amazing Big Sur UI kit from LS Graphics, which you can find for free in the link in the description, as well as an icon set from UI8, which I'm also going to leave. And I want to remind you that I recently launched a free course on how to get started in UI UX design, where I'm sharing tips and advice which I wanted to receive over 9 years ago when I first started out. So you're going to have it available for free in the link in the description. But now without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So we're back in Figma, and I just opened up the Big Sur UI kit by LS Graphics, which you can find for free in the link in the description. And now we're going to go ahead in this page right here, which is Big Sur collection. And I'm going to copy and paste one of these elements here on the right. And I'm also going to change the background color just to make it a little bit on the lighter side. And there we go. So let's also delete these elements and basically let's just have a blank canvas to work on. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this one right here, and we're also going to just stretch it a bit, and let's remove these elements. So let's go ahead over here, let's remove this one. Let's also remove this one. You can also deep select by using command. For the time being, I think this works fine. So let's go ahead, let's remove these elements as well. And this one is going to be the very top level menu. So let's go ahead and let's just bring these elements just a bit more, or actually let's just rename them directly. This one's going to be illustrations, or actually UI UX design. This one's going to be illustrations. We're going to have web design. Then we're going to have user experience, and let's get rid of these last ones. All right, so far so good. And now what we're gonna do is we're actually going to add some menu elements. So I need to clean up this just a bit, and let's go ahead, let's select this one. I'm going to write over here browse and duplicate it once and twice and even 4 times. So all access. And let's start making also this entire element larger. So as you can see, it's currently resizable, so we can do that pretty easily. And I mean, usually you can create a frame with just this element alone. I just like to work with this background. It really gives me the mood of this app. So let's just leave it there for now. And let's also grab all of these elements and probably let's bring them down just a bit. And let's go ahead and also remove the top level line. So axis, this one's going to be the search bar, and this one's going to be the get started call to action, which we're going to have at the very right. Now let's add this element in order to make it clear that it's a call to action. Let's round it up all the way. Let's make a 1.5, and then let's just make it a little bit smaller so that it covers perfectly this section. And one thing that we can do is we could actually group all this together and create the auto layout, which for some reason is not working. I'll double check on it later. Usually it's always working. Must have been some layers collision. So I don't want to not entertain you with this. So let's bring up nuclei icons in order to add the search icon right here. So let's go ahead, let's drag and drop this one here, and let's make it bigger. Let's bring it right over here. All right, so far so good. Let's make it black, and then let's just turn it down 50%. All right. Let's bring this one a little bit more on the right, and we're going to have a tag icon just on the right of this element. So actually let's drag and drop it here so we can kind of mimic the style of this other one. And let's actually go ahead and bring this one towards the right of the all axis. Actually, let's try and bring it to the left. Maybe it's gonna work a little bit better. And yeah, I think it does. All right, now let's bring this one right here, and let's write a headline. Control panel. Let's duplicate this. We're going to write let's increase the size. As you can see, we're using SF Pro from the Apple guidelines, so there we go. Let's just change the text a little bit, and here we go. Let's try heavy. And probably I'm going to revert back to bold. That was enough, I believe. So, all right, so far so good. Now let's add some text on the right, and this is going to be ultimate experience. And after that, we're going to start using some lips on text. So let's go over here. Let's make this one bigger, just a bit. We're going to make it also lighter. And now let's use some lips on text in order to have some sort of a description going on. Let's make it regular. Let's add a bit of a height. And let's also duplicate this text right here. Let's bring all of this a bit more towards the right. Gonna write continue over here. Gonna make it white, and we're going to change the color of this to be black, and the text is going to be white. Just need to bring it all the way on the top. So right, for some reason I can't seem to select the text. Maybe I just selected the wrong one. Let's do one thing, guys. Let's just bring another copy over here, and you know, sometimes that's just the way it goes. Continue. Going to make it white, and this one is going to be black. And for some reason this text really doesn't want to show up. So what we're gonna do is we're simply going to select this, copy the text above and nothing. Let's just go ahead over here. Let's duplicate this one. And I assume if this is still not going to work, something to be with the actual layering system. So we're gonna solve that in just a moment. Just need to bring all of this up, bring it over here, and we need this guy to go all the way down. Not that much down. Okay, this is officially super weird. And the reason was because we had the multiply going on. All right, of course. Because if you have the layer set as multiply, of course it's going to multiply based on the layer below. So always double check on this. And I'm not cutting it out because I want to show you that sometimes, even though you've been doing this for like, I believe it's 9 years now, you still might have like some issues here and there. So I want to keep it real. And but the important thing is that you always solve those issues. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and let's add some sort of a 3D illustration right here. And we're going to use Figma, which you can find on UI8. I'm going to leave the link in the description. And we're going to add this key right here. So I'm going to simply copy and paste it in this Figma file. So, okay, the key is so big that it literally covered the entire artboard. Just need to wait a second for it to load up, since for some reason it's taking a little bit longer than usual. But yeah, this is going to be, there you go. So I like how it works in this context, and yeah, just overall I think it's working pretty well. Now I want to give it a shot and maybe try and add some sort of a light gradient over here. Let's see, no, not on this one here. So let's go back. And but actually I think that as it is right now, it's gonna work pretty fine. So let's just keep this minimal and sweet as we like to do here on the channel. And maybe we can try like things like I don't know, a stroke with some sort of like a linear gradient or something around those lines. So maybe let's try that. And we're going to invert this guy. Maybe let's remove a bit of the opacity. Let's bring it down to like 20%. Maybe we could just have like an element along these lines where it kind of gives you a hint of the visual differentiations from these sections to the one above. Maybe let's try and also make this one regular, just to give it a little bit of a different weight. So yeah, this is pretty much it when it comes to this tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it, and I want to remind you that on my channel I have over 400 videos, as well as a free UI UX design course for getting started in UI UX design. So feel free to check it out, and I'll see you in the next video.